Besendleleni yethu siye Somerset East siyobukela ibhola lombhoxo. The lorry had stopped at the top of the mountain so that we could relieve ourselves and stretch our legs. It was a hard ride at the back of that lorry. The road hadn't been tarred yet. So there I was, 10 years old and sighing with relief as I aimed for the little bush. The sun right on top of our heads and not a single cloud in the vast blue sky. I looked up and it's very high up there at the top of the pass. And then there it was, stretching away from the foot of the mountain, the great pen of the Karoo, stretching away forever it seemed into the purple haze and the heat of the horizon. Yes, something grabbed my heart at that moment and just squeezed it until there were tears in my eyes. I'd never seen something so big and so beautiful in my life. So I went to the teacher that was with us that day and I asked him, Teacher, if I start going that way, where will I come to? I asked. He said, little man, that way is north. And if you start going that way, you keep on walking and don't let your legs give in. Yeah, you will see all of Africa, little man. You will see all the great mountains of the continent. The Kilimanjaro, the Drakensberg. You will see all the great rivers of the continent. The Ruwenzori, the Congo, the Limpopo, and the mighty Nile. You will meet all our little brothers, the Pygmies of the forest, the proud Maasai, the Watutsi, tallest of the tall, and the Kikuyu standing on one leg like herons in a pond waiting for a frog. Has the teacher seen all of that? No. But if you stay in school and you focus on your books, you too can get to see it without worrying about your legs giving in. He was right, Tommy. It's all there in the books, just like he said it was, and I've made it mine. Whenever my spirit was low, I just walked back into my room and I said to myself, walk, Anele, walk. And I imagined myself setting off on that horizon that had me that day 40 years ago. It has always worked. When I walked out on that little room, I walked back into a world a proud man because I was an African and all that splendor was my birthright. I do not want to make that journey again, Tommy. Somebody has made a mockery of all my visions of splendor. He has in his arms my real birthright. An Ethiopian tribesman, I saw him on Reverend Bomba's lounge. He held the body of a little boy that had just died of hunger in the famine. A small bundle carelessly wrapped in a few rags. I couldn't tell how old the man was. The lines of despair and starvation on his face had made him look as old as Africa itself. He held that little bundle as he shuffled along a mass grave. And when he reached it, he didn't have the strength to kneel and lay it down gently. So he just opened his arms and let it fall. I was so upset when the program ended. Nobody had thought to tell us his name or whether he was a child's father, uncle, or grandfather. How dare you show me one of my children be thrown away and not tell me its name? I demand to know who was in that bundle. That's what you're fun. Not knowing their name doesn't matter anymore. The tribesman and the dead child do duty to us all the time. Every African soul is either carrying that bundle or they're in it. What is wrong with this world that it wants to waste you like that? My children, my Africa.